So what I told the team was, two things that's hard to survive is turnovers on offense, right? And thought our defense played good in spots, but big plays versus our defense. That's telling the story in this game for sure. Our guys' fault, all right? We can build off of that piece of it alone. So they had an answer for when we didn't, get our job done on defense, and they had an answer for the turnovers. So, these are just two things that, have never been a good formula for winning football games. So, with that being said, what you got?
Stan, you change the scheme a little bit defensively. The front try to maybe, I don't know, was that maybe out of need, considering some injuries and stuff.
Yeah, we had to make some adjustments, but we kept it pretty much base. It was something that our players executed well in practice, and it wasn't a big departure from what we do in our base defense, but we had to make some adjustments with the personnel that we were playing with, and for the most part did a good job. A couple of big plays got out of our hands, and but systematically not too much of a departure from who we are.
With how banged up you guys are at wide receiver, how good to see all four tight ends kind of contribute and help out today?
It was necessary. It was a next man up mentality. We've always talked about that as a football team, and that's how we're built from a mindset standpoint. So knowing that we were going to be a little shorthanded with some wide receivers, the tight ends had to step up. Running backs had to step up in the pass game from time to time. So it was good to see that. It was good to see John Adams, who's a walk-on the football team, go out there and make a bunch of plays for us. Again, truly a next man up mentality. We're not looking for excuses. We're just trying to find success, and it does not come easy. And it's good to see my guys really fight through whatever adverse situations we're going through from an injury standpoint and get out there and compete.
What have you seen from John since he was here before you got here? What have you seen from him from the time you got here to where he is now, where he's not playing like a walk-on?
Well, just confidence. He's becoming more and more confident in himself, and that started to brew in fall camp. He's fast. He's naturally fast, and I don't think he was very confident in his hands early. At least my first year here, he was not for sure. And kind of just focused in on him becoming a little bit more of a technician of when the ball is in the air and what the type of focus that he needs to have. And I think he's really worked at that, and it's starting to show up in games, which is exciting.
Stan, at the end of the first half, you're driving down the field. Was there a reason you didn't call a timeout when the clock was going down? I think you had momentum on your side.
I did. I did. Yeah.
Did Zay get hurt this week?
Yeah, Zay got hurt this week. Yep.
See, I know you're young with a guy like Luke, but the offensive line still looks like it's kind of getting handled. Where do you start to get concerned about? Are they making progress? Victor got beat on that one play on the strip sack, had a chance to recover the ball and didn't, and he's an older guy. What can you do there when they're just not giving EJ the time?
That's a question that Victor will handle. He's not proud of it, but Victor needs to become more consistent with his fundamentals of technique. It's not an effort deal with him. There's times where he plays a little high or he mistimes his punch. But I think for the most part he had a solid day. That was a devastating play for sure. But to say that he got handled all day, I don't know. That's hard to say right now.
What did you see from Darvon specifically in the pass game? It seemed he was very comfortable in that role catching out of the backfield.
He's kind of a natural guy that way. He understands coverage, can find open gaps for our quarterback to see him, and open gaps within the defense. Something that we've been building from fall camp, and he's been doing a really good job. Really, our running backs have done a decent job catching the ball out of the backfield all season. But he's a guy that we know that's a skill set that he possesses, so he has to be really good in those situations.
With EJ, obviously statistically had a great day. You talked about his effort. He was getting beat up pretty bad back there today. Still was making big throws for you guys.
Yeah, he had to play quarterback. I think there was times where plays got extended. Credit to UTSA, they had some good coverage out there, some good corners we were facing. We knew that. They were a tough team to get behind. You know, and we knew that EJ was going to have to protect the football. You know, they got a guy over there on defense that a year ago had 16 sacks. You know, I mean, they're on scholarship over there too. You know, so given the personnel that we're playing against, you know, we knew that EJ was about to stand in there and play quarterback, and most good quarterbacks standing there knowing they're going to get hit and still deliver the football, and there was a lot of that today.
Frank
That's
Harris,
trouble for Coach?
Frank Harris, you know, considering off for a few weeks for his sharpness, was that like more impressive in person than you saw on tape? I mean, you see,
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player for sure.
Stan, what's the status of DJ Woodbury and Yvonne? You didn't see either of them here today.
Yeah, I mean, we got to wait and see. You know, I really don't have an answer for that. You know, they have very tricky injuries, and it's based on, you know, their body and their threshold. And, you know, we want to do right by those individuals. I know they're fighting to get back. You know, I think Wrigley's probably a little bit closer than DJ at this point.
So we've seen Dale Hawkins played a lot today. I mean, that last touchdown, Harris just put the ball right there. I mean, he was right there in coverage, but you saw a lot of snaps today. Are you just starting to see more and more of him where you're more confident with him out there?
Yeah, he's earned it. He's earned it in practice. You know.
disappointing to see Joquez, you know, that's 2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah, disappointing to see the ball on the ground.
Okay.
All right.